Deeper. 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 Too deep. Find your inner flex with Duluth Double Flex Ballroom Denim. Only at Duluth Trading.
So they're scrolling eBay.
When I saw this,
It's like the exact same one my mom wore.
you could feel the luxury.
I roll up in this rare vintage chocolate.
You should have seen their faces when I said,
Some people invest in stocks, but for me,
it's Margiela.
Valentiani.
look, find it!
This whole time it was right there on eBay.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay, things people love.
Here's our ABC Saturday triple header top 10 matchup with BYU and Texas Tech. Then Texas A&M travels to Como to take on 19th ranked Missouri, followed by Frank Wilson, first game as interim head coach at LSU, traveling to Tuscaloosa to take on 4th ranked Bama. All right, tough win there and a tough one here for Deshaun Jackson's team, trying to convert here for their second fourth down of the night. 4th and 4 in Bears territory. The line to gain the 30 of Morgan State.
Huge play coming up early in this contest. First State trying to establish we're on the road, but we're here to take care of business. Going for it on 4th down.
Looking to see what the Bears offer. Then a change of line there from Bennett with Jaden Jenkins went to his left. They bring everybody. And right there, the pursuit of Morgan State. Too tough. Jaden Carter was the one leading the attack and dialed up Anton Toole. And his defense delivered.
You knew they were going to bring the pressure to try and get to the quarterback. And you said they brought everybody. Well, they brought everybody and the kitchen. Jaden Carter, number 1. Great job of the record. Not giving up on the play. Bears with a big stop.
I called this on the bench. This on the bench. This on the bench. This on the bench.
These bibs are everything.
I've been gardening my heart out.
You put seeds in here. Pocket City.
It never ends. I keep finding them.
My husband thinks I have a problem.
So I freaking love these things. I went through Briars today.
Oh, wait, they're reinforced knees.
Ladies, you know you love them.
Good job, Billy.
So, I'm going to go use some Helen.
What can I get you?
I want a job where I can help people.
I want a job building rockets.
I want to work somewhere creative.
Gemini, I want to go hard this workout. Can you push me?
Got it. Explode like you're launching yourself out of a cannon.
I said push me. Can you give me more?
Now we're not just breaking tackles, we're breaking spirits.
Now we talking. Can you give me more?
Stop, admire, and start climbing.
I can run these forever.
43,548 steps to reach the top of Mount Everest. Now it's time to fly.
Can your phone do that? Canoe Galaxy Z Fold 7.
Find your sanctuary in the Volvo XC90. Clean lines and iconic Scandinavian design will inspire smooth, uninterrupted journeys. the Volvo.
Third largest HBCU under the leadership of Dr. David K. Wilson. You like to use that telly right there.
Hey,
Jay, it's
third largest HBCU, we're going to highlight that.
absolutely. And Damon Wilson, who was brought in to try to restore some of the prominence that they have seen throughout the years. 4 MEAC championships in this program's history. Last one shared in 2014. And Damon Wilson is a guy who had success at the Division II level, 3 straight CIAA conference championships at Bowie State. And now he's been oh so close and on the brink with this program last few seasons. And it's more with the pass incomplete. It was Justin Perry, the intended target. But it's kind of like that close but no cigar. And coming into the year, there were greater expectations. And one of the areas where he felt very confident was that quarterback room.
The offense, he thought he finally had a quarterback. For years, it's been the defense was great in Oregon if they ever got an offense. Well, they felt like they had the pieces of the puzzle that they for all this year. And the offense is just the injury bug. It's let them down a little bit.
Hello. Trying to record the game. I hope everyone is doing well tonight. I don't know if I should turn this landscape or leave it like that.
Non-conference games, they've had respectable wins out there, but just have not put it together. So they continue to compete, but they cannot find a way to get over the hump.
The defense coming on strong and sniffing that play out well. No gain on the play. So now it's going to bring up 3rd and 10. From their own 45-yard line.
Man-to-man coverage, find the matchup, look for a crossing route, or take a deep shot.
Instead, the sack brought down. And the fumble as the ball comes out as well. And you couldn't have asked for better defense if you're the Hornets.
And that's taking advantage of a freshman quarterback. Once you saw them go with man-to-man coverage when they went across the formation, you have to realize things have to go a little quicker. They're coming for me. So they're coming at me. They've got one more than I can block. Protect the football. What gets loose with the football, great recognition by the Delaware State defense. You know, man-to-man coverage, they're coming for you. Put the football away. That's why so often you hear me say, the worst thing to do sometimes is not turn the ball, punt the ball away in the battlefield position. Hurts his team, puts him behind the 8 ball right now in Delaware State. Defensive coordinator Brandon Blackman, great job dialing up the blitz.
You got to credit Samuel Corpoy for knocking that ball loose, and the nation is coming up with the fumble recovery, and it sets up Delaware State with excellent field position. They scored on their first after a quick explosive play from James Jones, and then netted nothing on their last. Here, another excellent opportunity.
I think this will be pretty obvious that you have right here. I mean, there's a knee going down. He's trying to. They knock it out. That ball is out clean. And it's held too far away. A good friend of mine, Pep Hamilton, one of the quarterback gurus, he's so big on ball security. And third, he puts it aggressive.
Likely won't take too long, as you mentioned. Cameron Thompson, the replay official, looking it over once more. Jay, this is not necessarily the start if the call holds as is that Morgan State is looking for. I mean, you've got the hottest team, or one of the hottest teams in HBCU football in Delaware State. You're 2-0 in the conference and trying to remain that way. Del State is rolling coming into Baltimore. Meanwhile, Morgan State searching for their first conference win. While we have this time, Jay, let's talk about your HBCU power rankings.
I mean, this is the key one. What do you do? They had such a shocker of a weekend. Both North Carolina and Jackson State lost. So, that being the case, I think if you ask me right now, what football team is playing the best football, it's Alabama State. followed by South Carolina State starting to get in their groove. Jackson State, although they beat Alabama State, because they lost to Grambling, I just think Alabama State's playing the best. Delaware State is hot. We're starting to see the real deal. Prairie View up the ladder. It's been a long time I've not had North Carolina Central in my top 5 HBCU power rankings, but they've got to play themselves in the top 5.
Terrence Roan, and Roan, who shakes off a tackler, as you saw a lot of gray jerseys at the line of scrimmage trying to show maybe blitz. 4-yard pickup there for the Hornets. And we'll be in Durham next week for a big conference game between South Carolina State, the defending MEAC champions, traveling to the home of North Carolina Central.
Some more Friday night football.
Yeah. We're going to need Eric Hunter right about now. Here's 2nd and 5. They're encroaching deeper into their territory. And the RPO, Caden Bennett. Bennett with really no room to run, no gain on the play. As Jordan Johnson, feisty in the hole.
And one thing about Morgan State, their defense only gives up 125 yards rushing per game, so that's really good. And we know that Delaware State likes to bully you. They're going to have to soften them up. Normally, I'm like, stick with your identity. If you run the football, if you're a running team, run it. Against a team that's really good against the run, you need to test their secondary. Caden Bennett, the quarterback, is going to have to make some plays with his arm to loosen up this Bear defense.
We saw him 16 of 18 last week, 455 yards and a touchdown in that win. Cook State here. Uses his arm again. This time, nice jump cut made by Maurice Clark. And Clark, the tight end, gets him inside 10. Pushed out around the 6-yard line. First down, or first and goal, rather, after that gain of 19.
Yeah, decision making by Kate on point right away. Get the ball out to the flat. Quick throw, easy throw, and allow the receiver extra yardage needed for the first down and then some.
But Jay, it was just what you said, soften them up, obviously expecting run. And goal. That's Core in the Wildcat, the tight end who can do it all. And Core will his way into the end zone, and he's going to be held up just short. They're going to say maybe at the 1-yard line, pick up a 4.
That's bullet. We talk about how Delaware State takes on the personality of their head coach. Sean Jackson, undersized wide receiver with speed for days and knew how to play like a warrior. What does he do? Put the tight in there, get behind the offensive line. Pretty decent job of sniffing out this play by Morgan State, but no, you can tell Delaware State plays football with a chip on their shoulder.
2nd and goal. They hand it off to Marquise Gillis, and Gillis once more stood up to push up front. And right now, the Bears holding tough, trying to keep the Hornets out of the end zone after they scored on that opening possession, likely the final play of the first quarter. So a 7-3 ball game after 1. It's the visiting Hornets with the lead, but the Bears trying to make sure they keep Deshaun Jackson's team out of the end zone. 3rd and goal coming up in the 2nd quarter when we return.
I called this on the bench. It's on the bench. It's on the bench. It's on the bench.
These things are everything. I've been gardening my heart out. You put seeds in here. Pocket City. It never ends. I keep finding them.
I have a problem.
So I freaking love these things. I went through Briars today. Oh wait, they're reinforced leaves.
Ladies, you know you love them.
Good job, Billy.
So, I'm gonna go do some hoeing. So there I was, scrolling eBay.
When I saw this,
Still in the box. It's like the exact same one my mom wore.
You can feel the luxury.
So then, I roll up in this rare vintage comfort.
You should have seen my son.
some people invest in stocks, but for me,
It's Margella.
Parmigiano.
this whole time it was right there on eBay.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay, things people love.
Gemini, I want to go hard this workout. Can you push me?
Got it. Stop admiring and start climbing.
I can run these forever. Can you give me more?
43,543 steps to reach the top of Mount Everest.
Now we talking. Can your phone do that?
Choosing a law firm after an accident is an important decision. With so many messages on TV, radio, around town, we know it all can sound the same. At Harrell & Harrell, we believe what sets us apart is our commitment to you. We treat our family, not a number. We'll help you find doctors to get you better, and we'll work hard to maximize any recovery. Visit our website and look at our reviews to see how we've helped people just like you. Harrell & Harrell. Don't settle for less than you deserve.
I'm trying to wonder, should I turn this on landscape? I promised somebody I'd record the game today. I wanted to actually travel, but it's so hard to get a plane ticket out. So I had to watch my son on TV today. With all this stuff going on with the government, it's hard to get flights in certain areas. So he wasn't able to fly to the game.
We know that it takes hard work to be the best in the game. It starts up front with protection. Then we work as a team to be on time every time. Now that's the best in the game. No playoff needed. Old Dominion, straight line.
Back here at Hughes Stadium on the campus of Morgan State University, it's Dell State to start this second quarter with 3rd and goal. Scored on their opening possession. Morgan State answered with a field goal. That's how we got to 7-3. And here, Eric Hunter and company trying to make sure the Hornets remain out of the end zone. Yeah, the ball pops loose and falling on top of it, right place, right time as a touchdown. One of the offensive linemen gets to it. And that's
That was an easy touchdown.
The sophomore out of Maywood, New Jersey, falls on it in the end zone, and an
What an easy touchdown.
To score their second touchdown of the game.
Great recognition by Francis. Tough
13-3.
Morgan State, considering they sniffed out the play, they had the ball carrier stopped, fumbled the ball into the end zone, and they recovered.
Look at the coach. He looked mad.
Tough break like that. They play great. They're in the right position, but something crazy happens.
They're going to get 14. Whoop.
Well, to your point, Jay, we've talked
14-3. Go Hornets. My son is 21.
Unexpectedly falling apart at the last minute here in this one. Just an unfortunate turn of events if you're a Bears fan. They popped the ball loose from James Jones. But fortunately for...
Wow, what an easy touchdown.
He was right there.
Yeah, he was the only one that saw it. I mean, the ball pops up. You know, Francis coming over from that guard position and saw it right away. Went over and got off the football.
That's crazy.
That's the way the ball bounces sometimes. Unfortunate. It was great defense. You can't get
He's so happy.
A fumble by the opposing running back.
So Deshaun Jackson's team with a 14-3 advantage. And so far, the Coach Jack era is off to a fast start. Not only for the program, but here tonight. This one off the bounce, and the return from Malik Leatherberry. Leatherberry, who's speedy, gets out to about the 32-33-yard line.
You know what's going to happen? You know, as you saw the approaching storm play, we know next year, approaching storm will probably be twice the size they are now. That's how big the Deshaun, Coach D-Jack effect is.
Well, here are the numbers from the first quarter. 137 total yards, 95 on the ground. That, of course, by that big run from James Jones. Meanwhile, they're going to have to get this.
Should I turn my phone landscape?
Going. They call him Runaway Ray. And hopefully they can get him into a rhythm to move this offense along. Jason Collins Jr. with really no room to run and good ID up front.
Just trying to get the running game going to help out the freshman quarterback. You see the vision of Jason Collins. He looked at 3 different gaps along that offensive line, nowhere to run.
Collins, who was Rookie of the Year a season ago. You see 3 receivers stacked to the top of your screen to go with Collins again and again. Held up front, Brian Bates was all up in the mix.
And Brandon Blackman, the D coordinator for Delaware State, winning this chess match versus Morgan State offensive coordinator Apollo Wright. Morgan afraid to throw the football because, as we saw earlier, Raymond Moore III not recognizing what looks he was seeing defensively. So he tried to cover that with a couple of conservative running plays, hoping your offensive line can help. But this is the worst situation you can be in for Morgan State, an obvious passing situation with the freshman quarterback against an aggressive defense.
1 for 3 tonight on 3rd downs. 2-by-2 set. And this way, play whistle dead. It's a flag out on the play. So it backs them up 5 more yards, and again, just adding on to what is not going right as flood.
And that's not knowing your assignment. If your job is to go over there and get set, go get set for that 1,001 count. Cannot put that on the quarterback. That's a mental error.
This is landscape. Let me show y'all.
Don't be afraid to call the
So you can see the whole screen.
Pass incomplete and right.
That's landscape.
And this Hornets team has like all the juice.
Absolutely. That could have been an ugly play. Quincy Robinson doing a great job from his defensive end position.
I don't know.
12. They're sniffing out everything.
I think I may have to start the video over.
The defensive lineman covering the running back. They're dialing it up right now.
Let's see. I'm gonna start this video over after this play and come back. Because I'm trying to figure out a way that I can let y'all see the game clear. Like more of the screen. And I had it stand. Let's see how I messed it up. I'm gonna click off and then I'm gonna come back.